Hi, Weenies! And we're back. I literally just uploaded the video that I recorded yesterday about the initial nuclear disaster. And here I am recording part 2 to the nuclear wipeout. I can't say that I saw this coming, like this particular stuff, but I'm not completely surprised, but there's a lot of mixed emotions about this. It's that insane. It's that crazy. Like, there's no word to explain how wild this is. Fix the light. Why does the light look like that? Okay, the lighting, that position's a little bit better. But anyways, yes. We are going to be going over the 2026 King Snake Part 2, King Snake 2.0, the comeback of the King Snake, the epiphany of King Snake, whatever you prefer to consider this. If we could just sum it up, if we could all just agree to sum it up to pure madness, I think that's what's best for all of us and our mental sanity. So, this is going to be crazy. The rant that he went on isn't that long. It's like maybe 17 or 18 minutes long once it's edited down and you take out, like, the fluff. But let's break it down. Let's break it down and let's literally watch a man unravel before our own eyes. And remember, guys, if you enjoy my content, just remember to like and subscribe. And if you'd like a little weenie next to your name, make sure to go and become a member and get some exclusive videos there that I plan to start uploading a lot more often this year. Sorry, I was very inconsistent last year, and I promise I'm working on changing that. So if you want to become a member, you get a little weenie next to your name. But without further ado, my weenies, let's get started. Alright, so Phil starts his level 1 podcast off as normal, right? He slowly falls into finally getting to the point of the story, and yeah, let's just jump right in. What else can I do? Let's just jump right in and watch the madness unfold.
I want to explain a little bit about my methodology and what went on there. All right. So if you didn't see it yet, yesterday I did a stream called DSP Goes Nuclear. What it was I wanted to do something a little different, and it was an experiment. Okay. It was something that I wanted to test the waters on and to see how it would work. For the last year, I'd done zero reacting content besides reacting to game trailers and things like that on this very show. But I hadn't been reacting to anything else. And I used to do a react show for 2 years that had various levels of success. Some people were craving the return of that kind of content, okay? So seeing that basically the landscape was rife with demand, yeah, right, and that there was a unique video that had come out that was this kind of crossover between two detractors of other people, I said, I want to react to this. And so yesterday I reacted to the video that was the detractor reaction to LTG's reaction to the detractor video about Wings of Redemption. I know that sounds messy because it is, and now it's gotten even worse because now there are people who have reacted to that video and people have reacted to the reaction to the reaction. So now there's like a 6-7 levels of reacting.
Sorry.
Now on the internet, which I knew would happen. So there's two things about yesterday's stream. Number one, very much, I wanted to test the waters with this kind of content. I did. I wanted to see what would happen if I just did it out of nowhere. And you might say, well, why didn't you talk about it ahead of time? Because I knew if I talked about it ahead of time, that it would be ruined. The whole idea is to surprise everyone with this, and never saw it coming. No one knew I was going to do that. Shocked a lot of people. And, that's the point. That way people talk about it, people get interested, as opposed to, we already knew about this, not very big deal anymore. Okay? So
it's so funny that he relies on shock factor to get any kind of attention. And he himself knows that. I don't know why he's trying to contradict himself and be like, well, people asked for it, and, people blah, 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 wondering, I don't know. And then he's like, well, I had to surprise y'all, otherwise nobody would be interested. My brother, nobody was interested in the first place. I promise you that. Nobody asked for this shit. Phil, your audience doesn't want this. Your audience doesn't want you to do this. I don't know what his point is with this first part. I don't get it. But whatever, we'll continue.
In regards to all of this, all right, how did it go and why did I actually do it at the end of the day? Well, how did it go? Well, the views were great on the channel, and what I mean by that is the stream attendance was double my normal stream attendance, outside of the view botting that came and went because people just tend to be stupid when I do something like this, but it went away, and then I saw, okay, we have over 400 consistent viewers, that's good. The kick viewership as well was double what it normally would be. The engagement was insanely sky high, meaning there was ridiculous amounts of people who were talking during the stream, but it was a lot of trolling. In fact, I would argue it was mostly trolling. What's funny is that yesterday, everyone in the Kick chat was saying how much they hated it. This is awful content. This morning, everyone comes in and is talking about it. But I thought you hated it. I thought it was the worst content ever. I thought you never wanted to see me make that content. Then why can't you stop talking about it today? Funny how that works, right?
I hate that smug look on his face when he thinks that he's like got his gotcha moment. He's like, I'm the smart one. I got you in the corner with my smartness. Like, Phil, they're talking about it because you made yourself look like an absolute moron. Like, no, like why are you talking about it? You must like it. No. Just because people talk about shit doesn't mean they like it. I mean, just because you're talking about LTG doesn't mean you like him, right? Right? See? Think I got you there, bud.
Amongst my actual longtime viewers and fans, it was also a mixed reaction. Many of my viewers don't want drama, and I understand that. We've been through drama many times over the years. We even went through a whole arc of it right there for a little bit. What was it, like 6 months of it? And I know that most of the people who are my longtime viewers, supporters, and fans today just want to see me do gameplay, period. They don't want drama. They don't want nonsense. They just want to hang out and enjoy each other's company and play games and relax and chill. So I get that. Some people thought it was interesting. They actually thought that maybe it was a little different. They thought that maybe that's something that I could delve into every once in a while. To be honest, I haven't heard many people dispute the things I said in that stream. In fact, almost no one has. If anything, what people are basically saying is, nah, Phil did speak truth there, but it's just that it's Phil. So because Phil, give him shit, don't take him seriously, can't give him the W on this one, gotta give him an L somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's truly convinced himself that he isn't wrong. What he says isn't wrong. It's only wrong because people don't like him. Therefore, he must be always right. Because the people that say he's wrong are people that don't like him. And they only don't like him because they're influenced by the detractors. You know, Phil, I don't know. You're stuck in a never-ending cycle with this, and it's like, you're never going to be able to see the error of your ways because you are so absorbed in that train of thought. Everybody's against you because they're influenced by other people. When are you going to realize that there are people that have a mind of their own, that they can create their own thought, unlike your audience and you yourself? You know, it's just crazy. Like, he's put himself in this really crappy situation, like this crappy, it's going to keep him stuck for the rest of his life because he's never going to improve because he doesn't think he needs to, no matter who criticizes him. Because now, if somebody criticizes him in a way that he doesn't feel is just, it's because they've been influenced. It's not because that person has a thought of their own and it's genuinely them trying to give him criticism for him to better himself. They were influenced. They're against me. They're bad. You know? I'm pretty sure if a therapist were to, I would love, oh my God, like when I officially can become a licensed psychologist, I would love to be Phil's psychologist and just go in on him. Just go in on him and just tell him, like, you have got to take some kind of accountability, dude. Like Phil, I hear you. Like, I hear you. But what you're lacking is self-accountability, and that's the biggest thing that you need to make change. Detractor, you're a detractor, you're fired.
It's always like that. Or, oh, he's a hypocrite. Except, you know, I'm a hypocrite if you believe everything that you're told by my detractors and don't actually watch my content. If you watch the content, you realize I'm not a hypocrite. It's just that they say I am because that's how they make money. But anyway, overall, it was a mixed reaction, but it wasn't an overwhelmingly negative one. So what that tells me is this. I definitely am not going to be doing this kind of content frequently. There's no reason to. I'm good playing games, chilling, running podcasts, and having a good time with my audience. But if ever there's a reason to, you know what I'm saying? If ever there's a reason to bring back this kind of content, there's a good reason, something's going down, I need to interject myself into a situation or give my opinion on something, I can do it. But I can tell you right now, I have to do it in a way that it doesn't get ruined. So it might be a surprise. You know what I'm saying? So,
like, when does anything need your opinion, Phil? That's like a beetle coming up to me on my desk and trying to give me its opinion on my decisions in my life. Okay, bye. Like, you're not, like, you don't even hear it. It's not on the same register as you. Like, it's not on the same even plane of existence as you, you know? Like, your opinion has zero meaning. Like, yeah, LTG went off and talked about you, but he barely even gave you, like, the light of day. Like, he barely even reacted to you. He was just like, what the hell? Like, you think you got this huge reaction out of people? In reality, we're all just like, the fuck did you just do? Like, you're fucking weird. Like, we need to continue for me to make this point more, but he really thinks that he made this huge impact on all these communities of detractors. We're all laughing at you, bro. and yeah, no, this is just the start. As if you know, you know, and if you don't, you're about to find out, friend. And I'm sorry, I have to be the one to help you find out.
I think it was a successful experiment. Now, you heard what I just said. It was a successful experiment. Okay? But it means something else than just an experiment at face level as a piece of content. Because yesterday, folks, was also a different kind of experiment. So everyone out there who's restreaming this, everyone who's clipping this, get ready. Because this is actually what you wanted to know all along yesterday. And I saved this little tidbit of information until right now. Okay?
Oh God, here it goes. Oh my God, here it goes. Are y'all ready? Guys, are you ready? Right now, I want y'all to notice how hard it is for Phil to make eye contact with the camera throughout this from now on. Right now, he hasn't had too much of an issue. He's been kind of like swinging like this in his chair, right? So he is displaying body language of somebody that is somewhat nervous. Like he's a little bouncy, you know. But now it's starting to pick up. Phil, and I also, and like he keeps his hands in a tight fist. He's got a lot of tension too. Like, he is clearly uncomfortable. And it's because he's about to, I can't even think of the right word of what he is about to do in like a psychological sense. We just need to continue. Okay? We just need to continue.
Yesterday's little experiment was conducted for one really sole reason. I wanted to see if I did something, if I would basically get the reaction that I expected. Okay? And so I put the little things in place for the last month and a half to get this to happen and go down the way that it did. I sent DMs to LTG that were completely disingenuous DMs, knowing well that eventually he would leak them, as he's leaked every single DM I've ever sent him. I kept saying no drama, no drama, no drama, no drama to build up the fact that people would say, oh, there's no drama. And then if I did this, that people would react. I was purposefully watching some detractor content from these guys. You were seeing when I was watching videos on my streams and there was like detractor videos, you know, from Lumix and other, you know, LTG detractors. Like, all the stuff was already laid out, the groundwork.
Okay. It takes a lot for me to see somebody like this. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like empathy. I don't even know if it's sympathy, because I do not like Phil. I don't have sympathy for him. but I have a certain level of like, I guess it's empathy. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I just get like a sick feeling like right in the middle of my sternum. Like it makes me sick. You can just see, and I want to know if you could feel that too, because I feel like it's just it's what people that have a relatively stable mind that they can sense when somebody isn't stable. You know, I feel like that's human nature because people that are not mentally stable, we are naturally meant to sense it because those people are usually ones that are about to do something outlandishly unhinged, you know? And that's what this is. This is he is about to mass manipulate or making an attempt to mass manipulate. It's fucking god awful. Like I don't know how else to explain it. It's fucking god awful. So pretty much what he's saying is he's like, oh, so all along I sent LTG disingenuous DMs that he leaked. These are the DMs that LTG leaked, in case you didn't see them. I was purposefully saying in my streams once in a while that I'm not going to do drama. I'm not going to do drama. No drama here. I'm better than that. That's just not who I am. He purposely saying that. I was purposefully at 3 in the freaking morning commenting on detractor videos for other detractors, talking shit, and purposefully made sure somehow that my YouTube algorithm would recommend them on the side when I was posting, like doing a reaction video, so you could see that my recommended were clearly other LOLcow videos. I did that on purpose. I totally wasn't being a stalker creep. So you calling me a stalker creep makes you wrong, and I'm actually smart because it was my plan all along. Who in the fuck is going to believe this? Who in the fuck is going to believe this? Like, I don't even, I'm trying to think of like a thing to like compare this to, and the only thing that I could really think to compare this to right now is a really sad child in like elementary school that wants so bad to fit in or seem cool because he's bullied all the time. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the little kid that's like, well, I already knew that. You know, they make an attempt to seem cool, you know, like, and fit in and do the weirdest outlandish shit because their brain is, I mean, children's brains aren't developed enough to develop themselves to like know who they are as a person yet. And so they try everything to make it seem like they do. Phil's in his 40s and he's doing this weird shit. Okay, so we're gonna move on. He planned all this shit, guys. This was part of his plan.
All I needed to do was pull the trigger on a day when I felt like this is a day that this would work. And so really the opportunity presented itself when this video came out. I was like, oh, an actual crossover video between two detractors. That's interesting. Let me now use this as my opportunity to conduct my experiment. Okay? And so I ran my hypothesis. I laid out the experiment, and ladies and gentlemen, the experiment was a smashing success. Well, what was the experiment? The experiment was that if I tried to actually get a reaction from the internet, that the internet would actually bite. And the answer is yes, absolutely, 100%. So much nonsense on the internet is surrounding me. As I keep telling you guys, I am the center of this vortex. That all I want to do is sit here and play games and chill and have fun. But the internet just waits. They're sitting there outside of the vortex salivating. Ooh, when's Phil going to say or do something that we can jump on? And so I said, I will give them something.
What? This is... He's doing multiple things right now. He's doing multiple things. He's lying, very clearly. He's manipulating. He is acting out on his own narcissistic insecurities. He is outright being narcissistic. He's having a manic episode. When you have when a lot of people have a psychotic manic episode, when they start talking, they can't fucking stop. Phil does that a lot. But manic episodes are different because I don't know how to explain it, y'all. Like, I took, this is the screenshot I took from this whole thing. This is the one screenshot because when he made this face, I was like, good God. This man is not in his right mind. This is not a person that is in his right mind. This is somebody that is desperate. This is somebody, this man, probably last night, saw all the shit that was talked about him, saw how stupid he was, felt such intense shame and disgust with himself, but instead of having a breakthrough and realizing that he fucked up, and instead of coming on today to admit, yeah, it was just something stupid I tried, whatever, he let his narcissism win. He let his narcissism win, and now he is refusing to admit any wrong, take any accountability. Instead, he is putting himself on top, which is what narcissistic people do. Especially a manic narcissist, the way he is right now. They will put themselves way on top. Like they are going to make themselves seem like a god. And that's like, so that way they can feel to themselves and to weaker minded people around them that they're untouchable, and don't even try it because I'm untouchable. This is who I am. This is what I'm capable of. This is what I can do. You're not going to want to mess with me because in the end, you're the one that's going to get hurt, not me. When in reality, they're the ones that are absolutely horrified of being hurt. Phil, right now, and it's, when you put it this way, it's really fucking sad, y'all. Genuinely. I'm going to leave this picture up here while I say it. Phil is horrified. Phil is scared. Phil is a scared little boy. He's the scared little boy that he probably was when he was very young, and it alters the brain, right? So, and I'm saying this because this behavior is not fucking normal. Like this behavior, he needs somebody with him. Genuinely, I mean that in like a human sense. He needs somebody there with him because this is actually very scary behavior. It's I really don't know how else to put it other than it's a psychotic breakdown. It's very close to, it might not be quite a psychotic breakdown because he's not like completely lost control, but he's unraveling in front of us. The last time that he did this was on the 666 podcast. They're like clawing for like a sense of security, and they're just not feeling it. And so their brain doesn't let them stop. They can't stop talking. They can't stop manipulating and just building this hole around them. And it's just really fucking sad. When you're watching this, just think of that. Like really just see him for what he is. This isn't a successful man. We all know this. Phil can't hide. And him doing this again, but in this level, is just an open window to who Phil is. And narcissists do this a lot more often than you think, especially ones that are as sick in the mind as Phil clearly is. They let you have a peek of their inner child. And that inner child is usually tucked away in a corner in the fetal position, terrified. And this narcissistic person presenting to us is trying to inadvertently protect that child, but they don't know how, They were never taught how. And Phil is hurt. Phil is hurt. The detractors got to him. The detractors won. Big time. And this is him trying to protect himself.
And you might say, that sounds very narcissistic. Well, it is. But the point is, what I say is true. You might say, well, gee, Phil's so full of himself, he thinks that if he does anything that everyone's going to react to it. Well, they do. I actually am the center of this focus of attention for some bizarre reason. I don't know why. I don't think I'm interesting at all. Being honest with you, I don't think I'm interesting. I think I'm just a normal dude who just wants to play games and hang out with you guys. I don't know where all of this comes from. I never did. I think it's insane that a crazy amount of people hyper-fixate and focus on me to get attention and content, okay? And so I said, you know what? I bet if I reacted to other content creators, if I reacted to detractor content, I bet I could get not just my community, but all these other communities would be involved. And it would be this big thing. But let's see what happens, because it could just be a whole nothing and maybe it wouldn't work. It worked.
Right here, I don't know if you're noticing, he's playing with his finger. He is fidgeting like a motherfucker. Like, he can't stop doing something with his hands, with the chair, like his arms. Like, he is fidgeting because he's nervous. this is all like the look in his eyes alone can tell you how freaking terrified this man is right now. And he does a lot of distractions. At one point, he even gets up because he's getting hot. For one, temperature, the body temperature does rise when you are actively lying and manipulating because your nervous system works harder. Your blood pumps faster because you're nervous. And feel like you're interesting in all the wrong ways, dude. Like, for me, you are interesting because you are literally just a case study happening right in front of me. Somebody that wants to help people like you for a living. And it's just interesting to see you every day display your mental illness and be in denial about it. Phil is just a spectacle. You don't see this shit every day. This right here is not shit you get to see every day. This is the level of self-humiliation that is usually done in private between like loved ones, not hundreds of people on the internet, you know, and thousands of detractors of people that dislike you. You don't do this type of shit when you actively know that people are watching you and those people don't like you. You don't do this shit. A healthy-minded person wouldn't do this. So, sure, Phil, if you want to say that, you know, I'm not interesting, it's like, well, for the wrong reasons, I guess.
Folks, all the detractors of all of us are making content. All the fans are making content. Everyone's talking about what just happened yesterday. I can't believe DSP made this content. What do you think? Well, you know, it's kind of hypocritical because he says he doesn't want to be about drama, and now he made a drama video. But you know, the stuff he said in the video is pretty true. Yeah, but he's an asshole about it. He's a dick and blah, blah, blah. Exactly what I planned. Like, literally every single thing that I thought would happen happened.
Do you know how freaking stupid that is? Every single thing that happened, that's so unreal. You're not a god, dude. Like, you are not a celestial being that could plan each step out and it go perfectly to plan. That's just not possible. We are human. I know people are like, he's alien. Don't give him that much. Don't offend the aliens, y'all. Don't offend the aliens. We don't need them to be coming to invade. Okay, we got enough going on. Okay, we don't need them to come invade our land because we're trying to say that this weirdo is part of their group. Okay, he's not. You're better than that.
We had LTG immediately exploding on Twitter, going on his stream, doing a giant rant about me, dropping the DMs, which were fucking fake DMs that I purposely sent him so he would drop the DMs. I mean, he literally is the most predictable motherfucker on the planet. He's such a simpleton with a simpleton's brain. You can know exactly how he will react to any situation because he doesn't have, like, intelligent thought or self-awareness. He just acts exactly like you want him to in every situation.
Kind of like you, Phil. People literally play bingo for you because you are that predictable that people can, like, literally make bingo cards off what they think you're gonna say on that stream. Oh, but you're a mega genius, dude. You're a mega genius that could lay out multiple plans months and months ahead of time, and each part of the plan go exactly how you planned it. Okay.
And then on the Wings of Redemption side, exactly as I knew would happen, his little friend circle of players ran to him to tattle. Did you hear what DSP did today? He said these things about you on the stream. We told you he's a dick. We told you. You see what we mean? All of it came exactly into existence as I had planned. 100%. Not even a misstep. It all fired on every cylinder. All the Wings detractors made videos. The LTG detractors are making videos. X blew up. It all happened because I said so.
Right, Phil. Right. And he mentions a couple of times in this, like, oh, it's narcissistic. Well, yeah. Like, oh my god, I need to quit. I need to quit pausing, y'all. I'm sorry. It's just these things that he is saying are so unhinged. Like, these are, it's just so scary. Like, it's so off-putting and sickening to watch somebody have this level of self-absorption and delusion. And I feel like he genuinely believes on some of this stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I just can't stop looking at the way he looks at the camera when he can look at the camera. He's like truly trying to like appear like he's confident in himself, but he's not. It's false confidence, 100%.
It's pretty scary, don't you think? Pretty scary to know that I played everyone and I just set this entire thing up for a reason. So allow me to end it like this, all right? All you people out there who follow this drama content, and this is all you do, like all you do is you follow people, you hound them, you make content about them, you watch the drama content that others make about people, all right? You're wasting your life, but I can't stop you from wasting your life, but I just want you to understand something. It's a simpleton's game. It can easily be played, it can easily be milked, it can easily be used for gain, for pain, for whatever. Because the people involved in this are not the smartest people on the planet, they're the dumbest. All right? At any moment, I could go into drama and I could easily manipulate the entire community for my own purposes. Or I could just ignore drama forever and stay out of it and also be successful. I can do whatever I want. Because someone who actually is smart and has talent can do whatever they want. And again, you could say, well, that's narcissistic. Well, guess what? It's fact.
It's fact. It might sound narcissistic that I'm saying that I did every single thing right and nothing wrong, and everything that I had in my brain went exactly to plan. It may sound narcissistic, but it's not. It's the truth. Holy shit. How can you openly say that, yeah, something's narcissistic? You're right. I am narcissistic. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. At first, and also, Phil, what exactly did you gain out of this? Yeah, people are talking shit about you, dude. Ooh. Oh yeah, everything went to plan. I'm so glad everybody's talking shit about me. That's just what I like. And yet you complain that the detractors are just constantly talking to you, bothering you, controlling what you do. Oh, I have control now. I have control. Damn, I just realized my hair's all in my eyebrows. It looks like I ain't got no eyebrows. I promise I do. A lot of this is about control. Like, Phil, Phil doesn't like not having control, He feels like he's out of control. He's constantly trying to convince himself and his audience that he has control over his life, over his content. He can't even play a game that he wants because he's more worried about the amount of money it makes. He's like, and even today he was like, well, I want to play this game, but I don't know if I can. He has no control of his own life. He has no control of his destiny. He has no control over the things that he does every day for work. This is like his like attempt to make himself feel better about the lack of control that he has in his day-to-day life. I don't know. I'm just trying to like think of what the fuck this is. We all know it's a breakdown. That's really what it is. It's a breakdown. He's lost it, man. This man is so terrified, dude. And like, I don't know. I don't want to say sad because it's not sad to see a person like the way that Phil is go through this, because this is something that he did on himself. You can't feel sorry for people like that. It's just like, I guess it's just it's hard for a human to sit and watch this and not want to stop watching it and like run away from it. Maybe I'm going against an instinct that tells me I shouldn't be around this person. So maybe that's why I just get real sick and I have to like pause for a while. And it's also cringe as fuck. Like it's hard. Like you get secondhand embarrassment for him, and you just like, you could feel kind of what he feels. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just drinking too much caffeine and I'm just like feeling all the emotions. Who knows?
It doesn't matter if it's narcissistic or not. If it's true, I performed the experiment. It 100% worked. I proved my point. Now I'm going to go back to doing what I love. But just know that at any moment, I can manipulate all of these simpleton idiots to do exactly what I want and how I planned it. All right? So thanks for watching that garbage content.
Yes, you can manipulate all of us to do what you want, and that's talk shit about you, which we do anyway. And you can manipulate LTG to expose you for the fucking creep you are. And which, what was all the stuff that you did to Wings fucking plan too? Was that part of this grand scheme plan? Because Phil, like, how do you not realize that you're gonna have to say that all this shit was a plan? Because you have a pattern with people. Like, you can't argue with a pattern. You stalk people, you bother them, you are constantly harassing these people. You did that. Was it Wings that he was going to try to get on his show last year, or was it Boogie? And he was even harassing him. You harass Wings. You probably harass Asmon if you were ever willing to leak the DMs. You're harassing LTG. Like, this isn't a plan. This is just who you are. And you can't even accept who you are. You've never been able to. Instead, you're like creating this illusion of somebody that you wish you were. And that's like a super genius, know-it-all, successful gamer on the internet. And you're none of that.
I really hope you enjoyed it, but I'm not going to be making that kind of content regularly at all. I'm going to move forward and do positive stuff like I intend. And I hope that you understand that. And for my fans who were freaking out and saying, oh no, why is he doing this? I'm not doing it. Don't worry. Like, that's never my intention. It never was. But I wanted to prove a point. I've proven that point. It's very simple. I am the puppet master, and everyone out there in the drama communities are my puppets. At any moment, I can snap, and I can make you jump, I can make you flick, I can make you do a backflip, I can make you say what I want you to say, I can make you do exactly what I want, because I know how you think. You're not smart, you're stupid. You're very easy to manipulate, you're very gullible. Every person who's into this garbage drama, you need a life. I can't make you get a life. I've tried to convince you for years to get one. So now, if ever I feel like I need to, I'm going to use it for my own personal gain, and you're going to like it. And that's all I have to say about that.
He's a puppet master. He's a puppet master. I can make you do whatever I want, say whatever I want. Phil, you're fucking stupid. Like, do you not know how gullible and easy to manipulate you are? Like, the people that go in and troll you literally wait to troll you when they know that you are emotionally down about something. And that's when they can get a reaction out of you. That's when they know that you could be like, me. Like, we know exactly what you're going to do, what you're going to say. You are so predictable. You are so easy to manipulate. Like, I really don't understand. Like, and what does he get out of that? Say, I can manipulate you, I can do this and this. Why is he constantly giving himself some weird moral high ground over people? Because he always is. He's like, I'm just a gamer. I'm just a fun little gamer that does wholesome little gaming content and has fun. He's still trying to do that right now, while also admitting that he's a narcissist freak that says he can have control over people.
Actually, Koroxy Jr., no, you didn't miss a lot over the past couple of days. It was one stream. Literally one stream of nonsense. And I got it out of my system, and I tested the waters, and I'm like, okay, it worked. And now I'm like, all right, back to normal. And we're all back to normal around here. We're not going to have, any kind of nonsense. All right, so hold on one second, because here we go. We got to ban a bunch of people, of course. Here we go. A bunch of trolls, of course, because I started speaking truth. Here they all come. They attack the chat with nonsense. Let's see here.
And that right there, that is why you are easily manipulated. You are easily gullible, because these people are saying these things because they know you will take time out of your stream to ban them. Who's gullible now, you freak? Are you serious? And you want to sit there and act like you're some puppet master badass, super genius that can just plan anything and manipulate mass amounts of people. And yet you can't even handle trolls talking shit in your chat. You have to ban them because you can't handle these people telling you the truth. Be so fucking for real, dude.
Get rid of this idiot. Here we go. There we go. Here's another one. All right. You're right. Yes. Pringles fan says you kicked off an orgiastic symphony of detraction. You're right. That's exactly what happened. This giant circle of detractors just exploded because I made that stream. It's just hilarious how easy it is to control all these people.
It is, yeah, Phil. Yeah, you control us. You control all these mass amounts of people. Mm-hmm. If that's the case, then Cyrax controls his detractors. He does stuff and they jump on and they make content about him. 99% of the time, it's content to humiliate y'all for the idiots that y'all are. And, it's content that calls you out on your shit. Like, makes sure to try to hold you accountable, but LOLcows can never be held accountable. God, dude. This just gets worse and worse. We only have a few minutes left, but it doesn't stop until the very end. He just keeps saying shit. Like, he can't turn his fucking brain off.
Okay. All right. I'm still taking care of, because sadly we didn't have any moderators here. And I'm just taking care of all the idiots who came in with the troll accounts. There we go. Okay. I think I got rid of them all. I mean, there was like 10 of these accounts from like the same person too. I didn't even check on the kick side. All right. Everyone give me 1 second. I think I may have forgotten to open my window because it feels pretty hot. Hold on. I did. I was like, why is it getting so hot in here? My window was closed and the sun's out and it was getting hot. And I'm like, oh, shit.
You see, he got hot. He was nervous. His body temperature rose. He got hot. He also needed a distraction to, like, get the attention off of him. He felt too seen, pretty much. Gotta get a distraction in there.
We have 500 kicks from Definitely Not French. Respectfully, King, this ain't it. Focus on positivity. Exactly. That's exactly what we're doing. Told you. That's not the content I want to put out, but at any moment, I can now transition into that if I need to, and I can elicit the response that I want or expect. It's all good. Super chats. So, Chimchar did a $5 super chat and says, your fans wanted Arc Raiders gameplay. Why was it more important to give detractors content yesterday than do Arc Raiders? Because you're lying. You didn't want Arc Raiders gameplay. If you did, you would have been there for Arc Raiders on Tuesday when everyone complained I already did too much Arc Raiders in too short of a time, and to stretch it out more, it was getting boring. You're a liar. You're not even a regular. No one believes you. So thanks for $5, but no, you're full of crap. In addition, I already had announced overnight there was no Arc Raiders, so no one should have been attending that stream expecting Arc Raiders when I had already canceled it way in advance.
But Chimchar has been, like, in the chat for a while, hasn't he? Just, like, in and out. Phil don't even know his fans. If you don't give him money for a long period of time, like freaking OIC and Princess Luna, whoever, they're probably the same person, but he won't remember you. That's ridiculous. Chimchar has been in his chat for a while. Jesus.
And then Chimchar did a $5 super chat. He says, what do you mean you're not doing it? You did it. You literally did it. Instead of Arc Raiders, you're not making sense right now. What are you talking about? No idea. Thanks for $5. I'm just not going to read his messages anymore. He's deranged. Okay.
And you're not deranged. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Okay, we just need to get through this. We have like 5 more minutes. Or like, yeah, about 4 more minutes. We just need to hurry up and get through this because I'm fucking over.
Yes, actually, yes. So Frank Reynolds did a $5 super chat and says, so your point is when you act like an unhinged, narcissistic, obsessed lunatic, people will call you an unhinged, narcissistic, obsessed lunatic. My point is that whenever I do anything, everyone jumps. If I snap my fingers, people report it. All right? And so I have an impact, a ripple effect across the internet for absolutely no reason. And I can even eclipse and include other people in it, whether it's Wings, whether it's LTG, or many others. It's just crazy how you act. Not me, because I'm just here to chill and have a good time with games. What's crazy is your behavior. The fact that you react like this to everything that I do. If I pick my nose, it's a video. If I, scratch my ear. Did you see he scratched his ear and he wiped it on his shirt? That's a video.
You have to stop this really quick because this is abusive behavior. Now he's kind of like transitioning into the abusive DSP that we all just know and hate. I always compare him to an abusive ex-boyfriend, right? Or just abusive boyfriend, because what he's doing now is turning, the accountability onto somebody else. And like, it's not my behavior, it's your behavior. Your behavior is what causes me to act this way. Like a dude will tell a girl, or a girl will tell a guy, like, I hit you because you made me act that way. It's your behavior that caused me to have to do this. Oh my god, dude. Shit.
That's insanity. That's not normal behavior. You're a weirdo. That's the point I'm making, is that just because I make content or I say something in a video doesn't mean that it's so important, but you are so desperate for drama and content and views that you have to report it like an idiot. No one cares except you and your weirdo obsessed community. That's the point I'm making. And I can now manipulate it however I want, whenever I want, because I'm smarter than you. That's the point I was making yesterday. Thanks for $5.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's smarter than us, guys. Oh, he can manipulate us. Oh, we should just stop doing what we're doing because we're just being manipulated by a super genius. Jesus Christ. Holy fuck.
And thanks to these people who like to throw me money to say dumb stuff. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I appreciate the money. It's not very smart of you, but hey, I can't make you smart. So who do we got here today? Let's do some hellos, and then we will get into some reacting. I have a lot of reacting that I want to do today. Although he wants me to admit I fucked up. No, it was all calculated. It's not a mistake when you get exactly the response that you were expecting. Ridiculous. Well, Stormforce Gamer, here's the thing. He says, is it worth it if you upset your longtime real fans? But that's the point I'm making. I'm not doing that because I'm not making that content. It was an experiment. It worked. Now I know exactly what I can do in the future if I need to, but I don't want to have to use it. It's kind of like that big red button you have on your desk. Oh, here it goes. Don't make me hit it. Don't make me do it. You see what happens when I do it? All I want to do is play games and have fun. Leave me alone, or I'll hit that fucking button over here. You see? No one, in truth, no one's upset because here's when you would be upset.
So he has this big button that he'll press and it'll manipulate us all. Like, is it causing, like, what are you trying to say? Like, you could cause harm to people? Like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, I don't understand. He sounds like the little child that is like, I'm really a vampire. And you don't want to make me mad. Because if you do, I might have to use my vampire powers. I'm sorry for them. I'm sorry for that, by the way. That's literally what this is. Like, we just need to move the fuck on. We're almost done. We're almost done. Jesus.
If I said, I'm doing that all the time now. This is exactly the content I want to put out because look, I got double views. I made money. Everyone talked about me. That would truly be narcissism. That's what actual narcissism is seeking out that level of attention just for the sake that you love attention for yourself. I don't.
No, friend. That is not what a narcissist is. Do we want to get like the literal definite? Yes, let's get the literal definition up here. Narcissistic personality disorder is a mental health condition in which people have an unreasonably high sense of their own importance. They need to seek too much attention and want people to admire them. People with this disorder may lack the ability to understand or care about the feelings of others. Phil, your definition of narcissism is wrong, which a narcissist can't define narcissism because then that means they have to take accountability for who they are.
I actually just want to be left alone and play games with my chill audience, and that's what I intend to do. But the only way you would know what's really going to happen is unless you test it. So there you have it. We saw it. It's all there in black and white. It's been proven, and now we move on. So you don't have to worry. If you're a fan of mine and you like gaming and you're here to chill, you're in the right place. Like I said, it really was just a one-off thing, and now I know that if I need to, I can use it, but I'm probably not hoping to never have to. Okay? So no worries there. Okay. Cool.
Hoping to never have to. I'm hoping I'm never gonna have to cause mass destruction with my vampire power.
Red Eyes did a $5 super chat. He says, the second you start streaming, losers will cry to PPP. And the reaction channels, and they'll say, look, DSP's on, and you're not even doing anything. I know. It's insane, isn't it? It's absolutely insane. It's definitely not warranted. It's a bunch of crazy people acting crazy, but now I know how to manipulate them. So there you have it. Thank you to It's Me Mudahar. It's Me Mudahar has subscribed to the channel. Now, who knows if that actually is the real Mudahar now? I'm curious. No, it's not. Not at all. It's a sock account. But thanks for the sub regardless.
Yes, because first of all, the Mudahar is going to come subscribe to you. And second of all, you really want somebody like Mudahar to be in your chat? Of course you do, because you have Ethan Ralph as a freaking guest on your show. So who's to stop you from freaking clout chasing Mudahar too?
Okay, so now let's move on, all right? Stormforce Gamer, I hear you. He says, I've been a fan since 2013. I have no interest in drama. Good. I'm happy to hear that. Me too. We're of like mind. Thank you. Really, we're of like mind. And I just want you to know that I'm not going to be involving myself in this nonsense. We're going to have fun with games in 2026. That's definitely the intention. Like, the changes that we already made this week, trying out some new games and stuff, they've worked, right? Like, we already found a pretty good game in Quarantine Zone. I'm sure Next few weeks, we'll try another new game or two out of nowhere. We'll these changes are going to work. We're going to have a good time this year with big games, with small games, with streaming, with everything. It's going to be a good one. I'm very excited for the future, especially with, again, all the improvements and all the things that we got around here, all the things that I can do that I didn't used to previously be able to do. I'm very pumped for the future. So, thank you so much for your honest feedback. Chris, how are you this morning, by the way? How's it going, man?
Oh, finally. Good God. Well, that was it. Yeah, holy shit. I know. Oh my God. Do you feel sick afterwards? Do we need to go take a shower? I think we all need to shower after that, y'all, because that kind of shit sticks to you. That's nasty. That's awful. Like, I want to know what y'all think about that. And, like, especially if you're a person that has had a narcissistic person in your life, whether that be a parent, a sibling, a friend, an ex, So, not much to say here, guys. Like I said before, we just watched a man unravel before our eyes. Sorry if you can hear my kids screaming in the background. I'm pretty sure that they're fighting over the last piece of pizza that's left. So I need to go settle that score before they tear each other apart. But nonetheless, Weenies, thank you so much for watching this. I feel like this set the tone for the entire year of 2026. It's gonna be a fucking interesting one. Yeah, I just made a video. And you're gonna get this. You get 2 videos back to back the first few weeks of 2026. It's gonna be a good year. It's gonna be a fruitful year for us detractors. And hopefully we don't get manipulated too much along the way. Jesus. Like, he pretty much just admitted to being able to abuse people. Like, oh, what to do for you, Phil? Like, whatever. Anyways, y'all have a great night. Have an amazing weekend, Weenies. And I will see you, undoubtedly, and hopefully not too soon, in the next one. Bye, Weenies.
Don't make me hit it. Don't make me do it. You see what happens when I do it?